teach them well. They possess sense of the children laughter. Remind us of how we used to be. Jawai's laughter represent the NDE, the spirit of it. They can't hide what they did in these times. In these times. When them realize time, them can't rewind. Now them have to get them goal refined. In these times. Watch out for DJC bills and concubines. Nah eat them foul flesh, nah eat them swine. Me say me nah do the act so them can't solve no crime. Spitting some bars and they don't have to rhyme. In these times. Things are gonna get way past perilous. All when the system raise up the hell in us. Ooh, in these times. Them have to drill for the food. Yeah, evil lawmakers have to bend them own rules. Cause in these times, it a go get perilous. So I watched that pay-per-view interview, event, UFC event and shit. It was dope. I think the toughest match was with the two tallest niggas. Like, they was willing to give us a fight until that nigga caught that straight fucking, this shit literally took this nigga out of reality. He was looking at the ref like, he ain't even know nothing, bro. Man, look, bro. This is why look, nigga, you might be a great fighter and whatnot, but when a nigga knock you the fuck out, and the cameras are on you, nigga, you look like a baby that don't even know what a bottle. They don't even know what red or blue is. This shit was crazy watching that pay-per-view event, man. The UFC shit. The girls was alright. I wish the what is it, Asian or Chinese or whatever she is. I'm not sure. Okay, so don't crucify me. I wish she had really like get close up and give a fight, but you know. That Valentino girl was crazy. Like she a fighter, she a grappler. You feel me? Yeah, but that was our event. I ain't gonna hold you nothing too spectacular, nigga. I ain't see like $90 for the pay-per-view event, but I ain't see nothing too spectacular. But it wasn't a drag. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't a drag. I would say it would be worth it. You know what I mean? To chill back with the homies and take it in. Especially if you got the brew and you chilling and shit. Yeah, $90 for the pay-per-view event or whatever. That should be worth it. Pay-per-view. Didn't you know you could do it too? Just like how the girls pop the pussy, they be popping the pussy on the OnlyFans. Then if you meet them from another city, another state, they want you to hold their hand. But she be popping pussy. When she pop the pussy up on the OnlyFans. I ain't been to the spot in a while. And I just came back from like watching the event and whatever. And as soon as I walk in, one of the clerks is like, "Yo, this guy right here, When he wasn't here, this guy came. I was leaving, going to my house. He's like, "What, motherfucker, you going home?" Blah 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 blah. It's like, you see what I mean? Like they know, cause gangsters ain't gonna come around and do all that. You feel what I'm saying? Real niggas that are killers, are them type of niggas. They ain't gonna come around with that fugazi shit. The niggas they gonna respect accordingly and do their thing accordingly. But you got some people they just like they offsetting, so they gonna offset everything, bro. So it's one of them motherfuckers. You know what I noticed? Life coach, mediator, they only call me when things are bad. We're about to crash down. It's never about the glory times. It's never about the funds, the happiness, the gains. It's always about when they take losses. It's always about when what they glorify became their humiliation. That's when I'm most important to them. That's when they pull for me because I'm a resolver. I'm a 99.9% analyzer, especially the human, just the human characteristics, nature, and way of operating and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But it's only when they're at a crash out, it's only when they're at a conjunction, which is when you're most needed. But at the same time, like, if they only understand the conjunction and all that don't gotta be, if only they do it in a certain way. So now it's gonna be services. I can't just come to you on the random like that no more. Before you let it get to that, which causes me so much stress and distrain, we gonna do services, official shit. You understand what I'm saying? Point blank, period. I don't even want no cash in hand. I got business accounts. Send it to my business accounts. And then we could converse like that. Because like sometimes it's overwhelming and I don't even get a chance to address my own fucking life and life situations. And this is what keeps distracting me from my own shit that I gotta handle half the time. And these people create a lot of the situations. It's not created for them. And that's what baffles me. I got real situations of life spat at me. But these people want attention so much they'll create absurd situations for you for you to give attention or for them to get attention. You feel what I'm saying? Even if it's gonna hurt them, hurt the children around them, hurt the environment around them, just for them to get attention. What do you call that? That's sociopathic, psychopathic, maniac, fucking personality disorder behaviors. But it's real as fuck. This is how it is. Can't go around it if I wanted to. So half the people coming to you about their issues and they weighing you down, want you to be a resolution. They created this fucking issue. So that's your distraction. You know what I'm saying? And that's the shit. This shit is crazy as fuck because a lot of friends are weighed down by friends. You know, because you have some people who be like, yo, that's my friend. But you're only a friend when for all the wrong reasons. They only want you to be their friends for all the wrong reasons. You know what I mean? But you got some people that are like that. Then you got some people that are genuine and shit like that. You know what I mean? It's crazy as fuck, man. And it's always a mismatch. It's always like the good ones are with the rotten ones. And the you know what I'm saying? And the rest of the rotten ones can't wait to get the good ones to make them even more rotten or tarnished. Or the good ones are overlooked. Not forgotten because they're highlights, but they're overlooked. You feel what I'm saying? Like I remember this girl pulled up on me like 2 months ago. I think it was part of the summertime. She pulled up. I was sitting out there with this dude I call country type shit. You feel me? From he came to Jersey from North Carolina, whatnot. I've been like one of his homies type shit. You feel me? And always like been there for him, help him to get money when it's needed and shit, and keep out of the situations of, you know what I mean. So he just works and just does what he does with his dog and shit like that. He got a little pit bull or whatnot. You feel me? And she pulled down on us. You know what I mean? She's like, yeah, I should have I should have chose you because that nigga is a bitch. Like, he a big, and I'm like, fuck is this person talking about? Well, I didn't know that she was talking about, like, she was she was sending signals, and this nigga, they always got these haters that run up on your own apple. You know what I'm saying? And then she's get to see the bitch in the nigga. And then she like, oh fuck, I made the wrong choice. I should have chose that nigga because that nigga didn't come gleaming and shining in the moment you saw him or operated with him, or he wasn't pushy, or he didn't seem like he was the dominant one, and nothing like that. But then you get the nigga that is really like he got the female tendencies in him so much that it disgusts you, especially if he played the role until after you gave him the pussy and unlocked that emotional factor of him. You feel me? In real life. Another of them will they're so emotional they'll play like they don't care when they just sit there and cry and talk to their niggas about it. They be like, yo man, nigga, shut the fuck up. I don't want to sit here and talk about a chick all day long or for an hour, nigga, shut up. But they'll keep finding something throughout the day to mention about it. You know what I mean? Because they emotional. Or they operate off emotions. Yeah. I'm hoping this shit get up to the point where, like, you know what I mean, it start giving them credits for the monetization and the watch time to get up there, because other shit is busting. I'm about to spend more time getting that money from, you know what I'm saying? Because I can see how the money could grow on them other channels. You feel me? I ain't even got in-stream ads or nothing like that on them other channels. You gotta wait for in-stream ads and certain perks here. But other shit that I have, like, I'm starting to see the monetization things green up type shit. You feel me? So I'm figuring like, well, slow growth with these pennies and shit like that, but it's starting to add up to dollars type shit. So like, I'm gonna keep putting our content on there, trying to let this grow. But somehow there's a shadow ban that they put on it for a little bit. But that don't mean nothing. I just gotta keep coming back every day, 10 times a fucking day, and it'll lift that band anyway, because I'm feeding the algorithms. And plus, I took a hiatus. You feel what I'm saying? Because I had to go do real mediation, and then I ain't like none of it, to be truthful, because it was all flawed shit that can't come back good. It could only be compromised. And I'm gonna tell y'all this too, to anyone that knows me, that this comes across. If you're not someone who confesses to the truth, you can't be my friend, because I'm really for the truth a lot. And some people, they can't take the truth about themselves, the truth about their situation, the truth about motives of their situation, nothing like that. They want to project. And they won't stop doing that no matter what. And there's nothing you can do to let them take the accountability that they keep creating unfortunate situations to get attention or certain things to. They'll put their children in imminent danger just to get the attention that comes from it. And that type of shit, to me, bro, a lot of these females are fucking goners. And a lot of these niggas, they're really goners. Their brain and their the way of operating are shot. Because a lot of these females put their children in imminent danger just to get the attention from the shit. And a lot of these men will do the same shit just to get the attention and try to explain themselves. Like, you know what I mean? A lot of them are like this, bro. And it's just like a sad fucking, it makes it a sad place to be in the world and abide in. You know, I don't even know. I put that fucking clip down. I don't even know where the fuck it's at. Shit, I forgot I went to get this coffee in the store. I just smiled and forgot about that thing. That dude could have probably taken it up off the thing inside. I get to find out the more time you spend with self and shit is the more you get to see what you get to see. You see what I'm saying? It's the more you get to communicate with you, unless Your mind is racing, you're hearing voices and shit like that. Is the more you're gonna get to communicate with you, is the more you're gonna see people and things for what it is. You see what I'm saying? Now, if you can embrace it and accept it for what it is, then you can see where you stand with everyone and all situations. You can actually see where you stand. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes it's a breakdown. Sometimes it's gonna fuck you up. That's kind of what you need, the awareness and realization to get to the next step. You know what I mean? I know I got this bonnet on my head and stuff because where I was, I want too much. Like, what do you call it, to get my hair smoke or whatever. But I know a shorty that she called about, well, a body happened at her by her crib. You feel me? And like the investigators called her down. It happened a while ago now, probably 4 or 5 months ago now. And they called her down to the fucking station to ask her, yo, come talk to us. We want to know the truth. She wants to know what she should do. Well, I'm like a little paralegal that nobody really know except for who knows in certain things. Not like I know the codes and such it, but I could analyze very well. And I'm showing her like literally, if they're calling you down there, they have evidence implicating you, but they need to hear you speak of why the evidence implicates you, or why didn't you do this, or why did you do that. You see what I'm saying? And then they're gonna question it. It's not what you say, it's what you don't say. You see what I'm saying? It's not what you don't say, it's what you say and how you say it. So it doesn't matter where you go with it, guilty or not. If you're not guilty, then they're gonna use you as a material witness. If you are guilty of something, then they're gonna catch you in it, and then you're locked in. So the best option, even the police told them from the beginning, if there's a Miranda rights reading, which they would read that from off the rip. Once they're reading the Miranda rights, you kiss your ass goodbye. You understand? Once they read the Miranda rights, that's it. They have a plan to arrest you. And it's a matter of how you're conducting yourself that they're going to get the probable cause to arrest you. So if it's that high of a situation where they arrested someone for the shooting or the unaliving of someone, and they're affiliated with you because of such and such or whatever, how they figure they could be affiliated with you or not, and they want to question you, then you're implicated in it some way or another. You see what I'm saying? And because of that implication, they want you down there or they want you to be a material witness. Either way, you're implicated in it. Either they want you down to the station to be a material witness, or they have some type of evidence that implicates you and they want to lock it in by the questionnaires. You see what I'm saying? So I advise her, and this is not legal advice, go get an attorney at law, and then you go if that's the case, if you feel this way. You know what I mean? Because you got to think, like, even if you didn't do anything in those high profile situations, you need to always protect yourself or have a shield. And that shield to begin with would be an attorney at law. You get what I'm saying? Because what the attorney at law will do is know how to answer the questions of the law enforcement for you, and how to repress certain questions and not let you forward an answer to it is something that can incriminate you or someone else, or implicate you. Incriminate or implicate you. You get what I'm saying? So that's the reason for the attorney. It's not to you grab an attorney because you're guilty and you're trying to like. No, it's not that. Some people do it because of that. So I let the person know that if you go there willingly, that's a trap you're putting yourself in. That's the trap that the situation got you in. Not necessarily a trap the police is putting you in, but it's a trap that they devise to catch you on some shit now. And if you don't enthusiastically go, then they're going to think you're withholding something and know something. And if you go with an attorney, then they're going to think that perception will perceive guilt. But that's not so. That's just a perception. If you have nothing to do, or you're personally know you have, then you go with the attorney. And if you have something to do with it, you go with the fucking attorney. But that's just my advice if someone gonna ask me, just in case they know the real advice already and trying to see if I'm gonna mislead them. I gave her the real advice. Go with an attorney at law, whether you're the one or you're not. Because either way, if you say something, you can implicate someone, and an attorney can stop that. And if you say something, you can incriminate yourself, and an attorney can stop that. Now, the investigators, they're going to connect dots no matter what. That's what the fuck they do. To everyone who is about that shit, understand this shit. You have more issues committing that one act than if you found a way around it and let that act commit itself. You understand what I'm saying? So now what happens is these law people, they're going to connect all this shit. Then they have technology. Then they have human witness. You understand what I'm saying? Then they have tactics. And they have all kinds of shit. And they never stop when it's at that level. And I told you that just the same. There's nothing that's going to stop them from ever trying to resolve this this crime or alleged crime. I got to say it like that. Right? So they're going to go through everything. They have to have spoken to everyone you've known for a while, and then the people closer to the situation and the neighbors and everybody before they bring you in that room. They usually do that. You understand what I'm saying? They usually do that. So if you say it was with Tom, you know what I'm saying, and Dick was over there, they're gonna be like, nah, like we already spoke to Tom. Dick wasn't around. He was hanging with Harry. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. So this is how it works. So either way, this is a long way going. Because if they got the nigga that they think did it, then they're going to what? Keep him locked in for 24 months, 36 months. Because it's a M1. So therefore, within that time, they're going to try to figure out something. If they can't, they're going to send it to NASA. They're going to wait that 24 months or so, just like the queso case. And then they're going to backtrack time and watch them go back in time, right? Boop, 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 boop. Like our snake could coil up like that. And then they're going to come right back to the moment of when the person commits the crime, and they're going to resolve it. Because that's what NASA does. And people think it's something that fucking goes like that, controls the satellites and all that. Bro, NASA has a different type of technology that is like a time traveling technology. You understand? It's like a time manipulation technology. And this is how they solve major things. You dig? Or lots of old cases and shit like that. Because you could travel back into the moment of time and watch it all unfold and everything. Get the clues, see where to go find all the clues through technology. You understand? Literally as if it's happening. And then the investigators, and that's how they do things these days. You dig what I'm saying? So you go commit an act in 2025 like that, you're definitely getting caught. There's no if, buts, or maybe about if you're getting caught or not. It's about when they catch up to you. It's not about if you're gonna get caught. It's when they're gonna catch up to you. And that's the times we're living in a time of technology. And AI can analyze so fucking well that it can literally tell if someone is lying and shit like that. So you go commit certain acts, they're going to get you regardless. You see, so anyone that's that ignorant and go commit deliberate acts, then that's exactly how they're going to deal with you, deliberately. You get what I'm saying? Because of technology. It's an enemy and it's a friend at the same time. It's a frenemy. So she wants to know, like, yeah, they called you down there because they're trying to investigate and put a nail in coffins. In the dead guy coffin and whoever did it. Allegedly, right? They trying to put the nail in that. So they're going to interview you to see how you coming and what's going on. They're going to interview you, you see? Because they say they want to know the truth. Okay, so if they say they want to know the truth, then they know that if you and that person and that person and that person, someone in the mix have something that's missing from their dots connected. This is how they work. So if you ain't from the old school of shit, dog, it ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen. You gotta go back in time to to step into the future and forward into the future and get your placement in it back in time. You see what I'm saying? So if you don't understand what that means, then you'll figure it out over time. You do what I'm saying? So if you're gonna kill a nigga, if you're gonna drill a nigga, you gotta go back in time to do it. You can't do it in your reality. So if you didn't do it yet, nigga, leave it alone for a minute. Get money and get power. In real life, just get money and get power. If you didn't do it before, don't do it then. Get money, get power. You feel me? Bodying someone don't come with. They don't tell you the other sides to it. They don't tell you the other sides of bodying somebody. They just glorify the sides that is. They glorify them type of things because of undeveloped minds per se. But there's a wicked side to it, where people get mental illness, where people are petrified and paranoid, where people become desensitized or overly sensitive. You dig what I'm saying? Where ghosts follow motherfuckers and they can't tell another person about it. You see me? Where the sun feels different and the breeze, and they could hear voices now and shit like that. They don't tell you about those things. You get what I'm saying? They only tell you about the 30 and blowing down the nigga, and they don't tell you about the other side of the shit and how it warps them and shit like that. You feel me? How it like metamorphs them. But they don't tell you about these things. They just glorify certain things, and they get y'all to glorify it just the same way, but they don't tell you about it. You dig what I'm saying? If they told you about it, then a lot of people would avoid going that route in life. But they don't tell. But they glorify it, so you tend to want to go that route. But then when you go that route, you see there's no outs whatsoever. No outs. Not from God, not from the devil. There's no outs. You get what I'm saying? Because you got to think about it. Oh, the devil made me do it. Or the devil himself want to make life, but you're destroying it. The devil himself want to make life, but you're destroying. He's tricking you. He's saying to God, yeah, see, I told you, as long as they come down to my world, they ain't going to listen to you no more. They're going to turn ultimately. You dig what I'm saying? So the devil don't like no man on earth holding no faith in God. Because his testing is to put you through the shits. You see what I'm saying? So you should turn your back on God. That's the whole point of it. Suppress you so much that you turn your back on God for him to prove what he's saying to God. That's why he does what he does. That's why the principality does what it does. You see? Once they taste ice cream, they're going to want more. Then they're going to learn about how ice cream comes. That's how the devil looks at it. You know what I'm saying? So the devil knows God's children is going to come to the earth. And they're going to get into certain ways and desires. And he's testing us. That's all he's there to do, test us. You see what I'm saying? And this is what we ask God to take our free will to do, for the devil to test us every day of our lives until we pass these tests. You see what I'm saying? That's what he's supposed to do. You know what I mean? Is he the wicked devil or are you the stupid human? Which one is it? Is he the wicked devil or are you the stupid human? We got to figure it out. Are we the stupid humans or is he the stupid, or is it the stupid devil? Or is it the wicked devil? Let's think about it. I mean, because it could be the wicked devil and we the stupid humans. I mean, you know what I mean? Or the wicked devil and we just simple. No, the majority of who's operating into shit gotta be stupid as fuck. Because shit be in plain sight and they be dumbfounded and not seeing shit, blind as fuck. And I be like, damn, dog. I live in the world of literal crazy people. Fools. So the world markets to them anything it wants. Because they fucking fools. I'm not calling y'all fools, people. But the world is a marketplace of fools. You hear the word world. Dig. And that's really what it is. I'm watching in front of my eyes as things shift, as the communities shift, as the percentage of different ethnic groups shift, background of groups shift, like in front of my eyes every day. You know what I'm saying? Like literally. And it's drastic as fuck. So you don't have time to catch up to it. You feel me? You're really starting to see the difference of the like of the world's migration. You're really starting to see it now. Like you dig what I'm saying? I got my books perfectly clipped, good and dry. Fuck you driving around here for? You nigga ain't here. You never live out here. Fuck is going on here? You never come here like that. Driving around here like your niggas over here. Probably looking for that motherfucker. Weird ass. I thought it would be colder. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's not as cold. And it's like, what, 2 something? It ain't as cold. There's people over there parked over in the parking lot chilling in hoodies and shit. I'm like, oh, fuck. You know what I mean? It's not as cold. I thought it'd be cold. And maybe I wasn't around for the regular crowd at like 11, 12 type shit. Like the people who chill here when I'm around type shit. I think they be doing Lyft and Uber and shit like that. These people in the parking lot. And it's crazy because everybody be looking at me strange, like when they see me come over and stand up. But I'm looking at them strange, like where the fuck y'all come from? Like motherfucker, I've been doing this for a few decades in certain spots. Easy, I go and come too, with more than permission, nigga, with sense of authority, with respects of the sense of authority, not like a forceful thing. So they be like, damn, you know what I mean? I'm looking at you like coming around. They thinking like I just pop up and just standing here. Nah, nigga, this is what I do. I mean, like motherfuckers, like it's awkward not to see me here. It'd be awkward to see them there. You feel me? To everybody else, they'd be looking like, what are they parked over there for? Dead ass. Yeah, for all the niggas that was plotting stupid shit or cruel shit, you're falling in the same pits. I see it. It's crazy. But I'm gonna get off real quick. I gotta hit the other algorithm. One love, y'all.